Hey, welcome back to the channel. And today we're actually in the kitchen. We're gonna be doing some cooking again. I haven't done that in a little bit, but here you go. Gonna go all out on this one because I have not done this one before. Actually, I've cooked this before and it came out perfect. It was awesome. So what we're gonna do today is actually cook a prime rib in the oven and still have it as moist can be and be absolutely delicious. All right, so this is what we have. We have a 6-pound prime rib. There you go, it's right there. I got this up from my girl Teresa. She got it from a butcher. And yes, these things are not cheap. So don't be afraid of it, it's okay. So the first thing you really wanna do is actually get your prime rib to room temperature. If it's too cold, I mean, it cooks okay, but it's a lot better if it's actually at room temperature. Just pull it out of the refrigerator and let it sit. That's what I like to do. Then what you're gonna do is actually, before it cools down all the way, is gonna take all your seasoning and actually rub it down. And we're gonna let it sit there for a few hours before we actually put it in. And what that's gonna do is actually soak it up. We're gonna put some salt on it. It's gonna be able to get into the meat because this is 6 pounds. That's a lot of meat, so don't be shy with your seasoning. So, next thing you wanna do is actually create a boat. Because you know I like boats if you've been following the channel. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so got my prime rib. This is my boat. Now, afterwards, this is gonna have juices all over it. Now, this is not a foolproof way of actually protecting your pan, but if you get it down in the pan, it's actually gonna stick, and then the cleanup sucks. So I'll make a little boat with my tin foil. And what that's gonna do is all those juices are gonna be right up in here. All right, so how are we gonna actually season this thing? Well, first, I'm gonna rub it down with some olive oil. Extra virgin, if you like it. Anyway, and then I'm gonna put some garlic on there, kind of rub that in everywhere. This stuff here is a mystery seasoning. I do know it has white pepper, has pink pepper, black pepper, salt, has some of the greenery stuff in there. My wife's donor actually make these, and it is awesome. I'm trying to get the recipe from her, but she won't let it go. Then I'm just gonna throw some thyme on there. Just to be able to get some more flaky stuff on there, get a little crisp, because we're gonna be sticking it in this oven. Now, once we actually rub all that down, we're gonna put it in the oven. Now we're gonna set the oven to 500 degrees. Now here's my recipe, here's my formula. We have a 6-pound prime rib. We want 5 minutes for every pound. So that will be 30 minutes at 500 degrees. Once it goes to 500, 30 minutes is up, boom, drop it all the way down to 325 and then let it sit for about 10 minutes per pound. So let it sit there at 375 for another hour. Once that time goes off, stick your probe in there, make sure that you're at the right temp because you don't want to have too undercooked meat. Granted, it's beef, you should be fine, but I'm looking at around about 145. That's right. And then once we're actually done with that, we're gonna shave it up. You can do so many things with prime rib. Just eat it straight. You can put mushrooms on it, saute some up, saute some onions, throw that on there, throw it on a sandwich, have a Philly. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be fantastic. So let's get the party started. We're gonna rub this thing down, all nice and rubby, and let it sit. And then you're gonna come back and actually put it in the oven. As soon as I get my ring off, I had Chinese food, so I'm a little swole. All right, got our prime rib, got our olive oil. So we're just gonna coat it. Just be good with it. You need it on everywhere. This is gonna lock in all the flavor. Gonna lock in all your seasoning stuff, make it stick. Don't mess up your boat. There we go. All right, now, I gotta wash my hands. All right, next thing you can do is grab hold of some garlic. You can mix your own, or you can just get it out of a jar. You can use powder if you want, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use regular old clumps and use your hand. Get it down into the crevices. Now, while you're seasoning this, just understand you are seasoning 6 pounds of beef goodness here. Yes, PETA will be mad at me, but that's all right. I'm helping the ozone, keeping them cows from farting all that methane. I'm eating a cow. All right, get your garlic all set up, and then wash your hands again. All right, shake up your jar, make sure it's nice and shifted. It's mixed. Don't be shy. All right. Man, I'm gonna mess up my hands again. All right, got your good season on there. Make sure it's on everywhere, inside, outside, wherever you can do. If you can stick whole cloves of garlic, kind of cut little slits, put them in there, that's even better. Anyway, put your thyme. Just flake it everywhere. All right. Now, it's not really a trick. Oops. Wrong drawer. What we're going to do is take our knife. We're going to pierce it. I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to put this thyme on there. Now we have garlic, we have other seasoning. We're going to rub it in and make sure it gets in all of those little slits we just made. Now we're not going to get it all the way to the center, but it will get in just a little bit. You're going to go to the other side. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Bam! Got to give a little smack. Smack that booty. All right, that's about it. Also, a couple little tips. Make sure the fat is up. So as it renders, all that flavor, as Guy Fieri would say, is actually going to go down into the meat. Just let it sit there, sit on the counter or whatever. Don't worry about covering it. Don't worry about anything else. Just get it to room temperature and we can stick it in the oven. Bam. It's hard work, I know. But anyway, we'll be back here in a few minutes. Well, a few hours. Once I run everybody around, we're gonna stick it in the oven and heat up the house a lot. Yeah, I'll have me some sandwiches.
Oh, hello there. Thanks for watching. And if you really like it, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you really like it, go ahead and hit the like button. And go ahead and comment because I want to hear what you have to say. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Let me know. And if you really want to send anything to the channel, help us out, whichever. Here's a P.O. box that we opened up in case you want to send something. I'll do a video and see what it is. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, so I'm sitting here. All nice and lovely. It looks fantastic. Now, I have my oven up at 500 degrees. What that's gonna do is sizzle everything, seal it in, all the juices inside. And we're gonna do it for about 30 minutes because it's, remember now, it's 5 minutes per pound, 6 pound. Let's go. All right, no more interruptions. Let's put this thing in the oven. Alrighty, we're gonna set the timer. 30 minutes. Now, like I said, 5 minutes per pound, 6 pounds, 5 minutes, 5 times 6 is 30. And then once that's actually goes off, we're gonna take it down to 325, and then we're gonna sit down for an hour, and then we're gonna check it after that. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a matter of seconds for you, but an hour and a half for me. Happens. All right, it's been roughly about 30 minutes. It's time to actually turn it down. So very easy. Actually, ready? Let's film this. Watch out. It might fog you up, but listen to the sizzle. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks so beautiful. All right, so go back to bake 325. Start. Now what it's actually going to do now is slowly bring it all the way down to 325, and then it's going to hold it there until it's actually done. Now I'm going to set my timer. Again, 6 pounds, 10 minutes per pound. So we're going to do 60 minutes. Burr, burr, burr. There you go. See you in an hour or 2 seconds, whatever. All right, so we're ready about what, 140 right now, which is a little bit higher than I kind of wanted. I said 145, I meant to say 125. Dirt. Anyway, we'll go ahead and pull it out. We gotta let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's gonna still sit there and cook, but we should be in good shape. Look at that. Don't burn me. Look at that. See, got a little crust on her. All right, so we're just gonna let it sit here on top of the stove for about 10 minutes. And then once that 10 minutes, we're gonna carve it up. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna taste fantastic. Wait and see. Now, if you do like it a little bit rare, then you can go down to like 115, 120, and then we'll bring it up after that. But we like it a little bit more cooked, not raw. Anyway, see you in about 10 minutes. I can't wait. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Now it's time to go ahead and carve it and see how we did. Now, just kind of get it off your tray because you don't want to mess up your boat, because it'll help you with cleaning. But anyway, this guy here has 2 strings on it, and it kind of holds it together. Make sure you get that off or you're gonna get it all in your teeth. 1, and it's hot. There's 2. There you go, just toss that away. Don't need it. All right, so the outside is a little bit crisp, but that's okay, because it's the inside that I'm really worried about. All this stuff up here, it is, let's see. There we go. So all this right here, you can call it flavor. Some people like to chew on it. I just call it fat. Not a big fan. So let's just cut all the fat off. All right, let's see if we can get a slice off of here. Like I said, I don't like it too rare. Let's see. Ooh, oh, that's hot. Let's see what we got here. Ah, gosh. Yeah, I should wait till it cool off. Taste the garlic. Do you think I should give some to my camera guy?
No.
I'll let you know if it happens. Yeah, so juicy. Look at that. Juice. Alright, here you go, camera guy. Oh, it's hot. Alright. So, once you actually carve into the middle, it should be a lot rarer. It's a little overcooked for some. But hey, I'm the one who's cooking it. I'm the one who's eating it. Look at that. Look at all that steam and moisture. Alright. Now, of course, from there, are you going to sit there and watch me eat all 6 pounds of this thing? Maybe one more. Anyway. Alright, simple. You just kind of stick it in. We did have to cook it a little bit longer. If I was trying to make it right at, say, 115 to 120, it would have been about 65 to 70 minutes in the oven after you actually put it on 500. So if you like it a little bit rarer, just take it out at 115 or 112 or whatever, and then stick it on the top of the stove and actually still keep cooking. So then it will get up to maybe 125, 130. But it is beef. It's all safe. I like it just a little bit. I don't like it raw. So anyway, so what we're gonna do with this thing, and I'm just gonna cut off about 1 pound, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna send it over to my girl Teresa. I'm gonna take another pound, I'm gonna wrap it up, and send it to my girl Val, because they love some prime rib. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep cutting this and keep eating it. There you go. Now it's getting into the not so well done area. Anyway, take it easy, have fun, cook your own stuff. Don't be afraid. This is a very expensive piece of meat. You shouldn't mess it up as long as you pay attention. Check out all the other stuff. We got pizzas, we got Dutch oven stuff, a bunch of stuff. Go ahead and take a look, enjoy yourself, have fun. I'm gonna go keep eating my prime rib. Later.